This is PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you PlayerProps.ai. This for winners research. We run it up with every betting tool you know in each perk. Travis tested waters, help you swim even the feet first. Now strategies and all you need to help you eat.
Hey guys, it's me, Travis with PlayerProps.ai, and this is what we're looking at for Week 5 Thursday Night Football. We have the Los Angeles Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. This comes recording on Tuesday following Monday Night Football. We hit on our Hall over rushing yards play, and then we knew that the Bengals were going to lose, which we picked the Denver Broncos for our $18.7 million survivor pool. But we just didn't realize how... We knew that Browning was bad, which is why we targeted the Broncos in Survivor. We're like, okay, if they're going to be down the entire game, then they're going to be passing a lot, and Chase, his line is very low at like 63.5, and he can get that on 2 catches, essentially. But Browning was a lot worse than we could have possibly ever imagined. So Chase did not hit his line for what we were looking at, but we did get the Hall rushing yards line for New York Jets. And speaking of the Jets-Dolphins game, you guys should know by now that I am a very hardcore Dolphins fan. What happened to Tyreek was very horrendous. It was probably one of the most gruesome injuries I've seen in a while. If you haven't got the updates or haven't looked into it or whatever, I mean, definitely don't pull up the video again. You don't want to see it. Don't look at images. Don't pull up the video. It's pretty nasty. But it's a severe dislocation of his knee that happened when he was going out of bounds or getting tackled out of bounds after catching something in the third quarter. I just saw this morning when I woke up that he tore everything, all the ligaments, including his ACL. And this type of injury is very similar to, so I'm also a UCF alum, so I've been watching UCF football for the last 2 decades. Mackenzie Milton was our quarterback in the 2017 season when we won the national championship, and he had a very, very bad knee injury, which is very similar to this one, and he was out for like 2 years. And so that's what we're looking at with Tyreek Hill. He may not play another game in a Dolphins uniform ever again. He's 100% not playing any more games for this season, but he's actually at risk of missing all of the 2026 season based on how much damage was done to his knee, especially someone like Tyreek Hill who cuts every route. He always is doing juke moves and cuts and stuff. And so, yeah, man, I don't think I still have emotionally or mentally recovered from that incident, but we wish him the best of luck, and it's definitely going to suck because he's one of the top receivers in the NFL for a reason. So let us find something that we are looking at for Thursday Night Football. So it doesn't look like all of the books, so we record this every Tuesday. It looks like the books are a little bit slow this week on getting everything up for every stat and every prop. I noticed that Hard Rock had a lot of the stuff available, so we'll start with them. Because, yeah, they got a lot of stuff here. But as of this recording, like, if you want to look at DraftKings real quick, DraftKings has, like, almost nothing currently available. DraftKings, you're slacking. Anywho, let's find something. See if we can find something for receiving yards. I doubt we're going to find any trifecta over-unders, which is fine. So we're just going to do what we always do and set that minimum line to 39. And there's only 2 players right now. There's no players on San Francisco that have a line higher than 39, and there are 2 players on the Rams, Devontae and Puka. Puka is clearly the number 1 receiver in the NFL when it comes to fantasy. Not only is he peppered with 100 targets a game, but he catches almost every single one, if not every single one. If we look at the red stuff underneath the date and the time, which is, I'm referencing like this right here. This is the defensive stats. This says that San Francisco has allowed the 28th most total passing yards allowed. That's what TPYA is, total passing yards allowed this season, and then 26 over the last 3 games. Essentially, they don't allow passing yards. They have a pretty good pass defense. There is a very limited amount of data in this because this is only we're 4 games into the season. As we get more games, this data will have greater importance to us. But we still won a good chunk of money last week, kind of paying attention to this as well. this difference is pretty sexy. So I think his over-under is, yeah, so you see here, pay attention to the odds when I toggle this. His over and under is the same, which is why he's not a trifecta on the over. So if his over is like 116, minus 116, this would easily be a trifecta. We almost never see a 50% difference when the line is 40 or higher. He is definitely part of the Rams passing offense by a mile. And I actually have him on 2 fantasy leagues, and I'm very happy about it. It looks like his line keeps going up. So right now, as of the second on Hard Rock, it's 52, but it started at 49.5. So I did mention, like, if we go to the props comparison, we're not going to see that much data on him because I just told you, like, the books are slacking. They have almost no data available for this game, or they're not offering that many lines. Yeah, so we're going, the only book right now that has a line available as of me recording this episode is Hard Rock 52.5. So when we get closer, or maybe by the end of today or Wednesday or maybe even Thursday morning, if we see something that is a lot sexier than 52.5, even though this is not a big issue because his projection is so high, that's probably something you wanna monitor. So let's just say 52.5 is the peak, top of the line we're gonna look at, and then we're hoping that the other books that are available to you have a line that is better than that. I don't think we need to kind of go over a bunch of other things, but I mean, I will. I don't think that anything's gonna have a better situation than a 50% difference, but we can just take a peep at rush yards real quick. So the Rams are not allowing a lot of rush yards. San Francisco is kind of in the middle of the pack with allowing rush yards. There's only a 12% difference here. He has got this in every game he's versed San Francisco in the last 365 days, which is just one of them. He got 108 rushing yards against them on 12-12 of last season. So far this season, he's 50%. The first 2 games, he's got 66, and then 94, and then 77. I think Blake Corum, the other running back for the Rams, is getting kind of a lot of attention. His lines was as high as 74.5. It's dropped to 69.5. But I don't think, I think FanDuel has rushing yards. So FanDuel's got 66. What did Hard Rock have? 68. So FanDuel's got the better line here. He's got 70% difference. Let me think. I'm thinking 66.5 for Wana. That's the same line as FanDuel. He's pretty consistent. He hooked this line twice this season, but he's not gotten less than 66 since his Arizona game on 12/28 of last season, where he got 56. So, I mean, that's still like one 11-yard rush away from hitting. Pretty consistent across the board. What we want to pay attention to is who's going to win this game. The Rams right now, this is the moneyline predictor. Excuse me. The Rams right now have a 72% implied chance based on the sports books, giving them a minus 255 money line. Our AI says that's a little too high, that it should be 67%. I got to sneeze here real quick, so I'm going to pause this. I'll be back in a jiff.
A few moments later.
And I'm back. So, it's not saying the Rams aren't going to win. It's saying that they're a little overvalued, overestimated. So, in other words, it's going to be a closer game than what the AI or what the sports books imply. So, their San Francisco right now is plus 5.5. Typically, when you see a red money line, which, if you haven't listened to me before, never, ever, 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 never, if this outline is red, which is what we see here, and this symbol is negative, never, ever bet on the money line. Not of the Rams, not of the San Francisco 49ers. I don't care if it says the Rams have a 67% chance. The purpose of you using this app is to make good decisions, and not fading, which means not betting, fading a red money line is very important to your success. But typically when you see a red money line, you're going to see the opposite team spread, which is what we see here. But then this is the spread chance, 50.92%, which is pretty close to 50, which is not sexy at all. We can look at the team projections here. There is absolutely no difference. 46.5 line, 46.51 projection. If we look at the team, there's not really much difference here either. So, that being said, there aren't any team plays that we're going to be rocking here. So I think what we're going to be doing is we're only going to be locking in our receiver prop, even though the running back prop that we mentioned has some interest to it. We don't want to do two, because if we get one right, then it's not even, we don't want to have a wash situation. We just want to do the best one, which is the receiver prop, and then we want to make sure that wins. We only do 1 or 3. We're not going to be doing 2 anymore, so we set ourselves up for success. But there are no team things I like. So, I mean, yeah. Like as I mentioned earlier, we're recording this on Tuesday, so a week from today, NHL season starts. If you do not watch a lick of hockey, it does not matter. There are plenty of people having very good betting success on things they don't watch. I have a lot of people that have been using this all MLB season, and they don't even understand MLB. They just know that if they follow the guidelines to our MLB tools, that they will have more money at the end of each month than what they started with. And so the same thing goes for NHL. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to understand it. You just have to know how to use the app for it. And it actually will help you get interested in the NHL. But yeah, NHL season kicks off, or puck drops, or whatever you want to call it, a week from today. So the first game of the season, I believe, is October 7th, next Tuesday. And then another week or two after that, we have NBA season. And we are working on something that is going to blow your friggin' minds. I'm hoping to have it ready by the top start of the NBA season, but that's not a guarantee. But somewhere within the first 30 days of the NBA season, we're taking over. We're taking over everything. We are going to blow some minds. Anywho, lock that in, ladies and gents. Short and sweet one here. Again, wish Tyreek Hill the best of luck in his recovery. It's going to be a very long one. Yeah. Man, now I'm thinking about that, and now I'm depressed again. Good luck. We'll see you in the Discord, and if you're not in the Discord yet, you're not trying hard enough. You can't win if you don't try your best. To try your best, you got to do the free things. Download the free version of this app, the PlayerProps.ai app. Create a free PlayerProps.ai account, subscribe to the free PlayerProps.ai YouTube channel that you're watching this video on right now, and get into the gosh dang PlayerProps.ai Discord. If you aren't doing any of them, do not expect to be successful as a sports bettor. You got to do everything possible that's free, and all 4 of those things are free. Do them or suffer the consequences. I think I said that right the first time. Good luck.